Happy Friday, everybody. I just want to give a special shout out to all the God's girls that have been with me for this study of 12 women of the Bible. Today is the last of the 12 women we have been studying, and her name is Mary Magdalene. Her story can be found in the Gospels, Luke chapter 8, verses 1 through 2, John 19 and 25, and also chapter 20 verses 1 through 18. And as we look at the commentary of Mary Magdalene's life, we found that she was a devoted follower of Jesus. Mary Magdalene lived in an area located on the southern plains of Gennesaret on the shores of the Sea of Galilee. It was an important cultural, fishing, and trade center. We know from reading the story that she suffered from demon possession. Mary, however, met Jesus face to face, an encounter that changed her life. Jesus cast from Mary the 7 demonic spirits that had ruled and ruined her life, and we find this account in Mark 16 and 9. The gospel writers distinguish demon possession from other diseases. After her healing experience, Mary became a devoted follower of Christ. Unflappable in her faithfulness, she was counted among the small group of women who, at their own expense, served Jesus and his disciples as they preached and ministered to the masses. Mary became an important leader among the ministering women. Scripture mentions her 14 times. She proved to be a passionate follower who gave her time, energy, and wealth to the Lord's work. She faithfully followed Jesus throughout his ministry. Even when nearly everyone had fled with fear after Christ's arrest, Mary lingered lovingly all the way to the cross and witnessed his painful death. She remained faithful to Jesus long after the others had given up hope. In the account, we read that early one morning, after the Jewish Sabbath ended, she crept through the pre-dawn darkness to the tomb. In her arms, she carried the customary spices to prepare the Lord's body for burial. The Lord richly rewarded Mary for her faithfulness to him. For when she arrived at the tomb, the heavy stone slab that sealed the 3-foot square entrance had been removed. To her horror, Mary discovered the tomb empty, but her grief turned into joy when she came face to face with Jesus, the risen Lord. In his incredible grace, God chose a faithful woman, Mary Magdalene, to proclaim to the disciples and to the world the glorious life-changing news of the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Imagine her excitement. "I have seen the Lord," she shouted with unequal enthusiasm to a small band of bewildered and unbelieving disciples. Mary Magdalene's devoted faithfulness to Jesus and her announcement of Christ's victory over death shouts to women everywhere how an encounter with Christ changes a life forever. Mary Magdalene personifies the many women of Christ for whom Christ has demonstrated his depth of his mercy and forgiveness. And we can have that same experience too. When Christ comes into our lives, we're changed forever. And just like Mary Magdalene, we need to shout to the world, because we live in a fallen world and everybody needs to hear the good news, the saving grace, the faithfulness of Jesus Christ. Have a great day. Thanks again for being part of this devotion and part of the 12 women of the Bible. This is again the end for this segment, but look for me again as we start a new series the end of August. Be blessed and go out and tell someone how good God is and how his saving grace has saved you and can save them as well. Be blessed.